Hey guys, Peter here at Faraz Auto Sales outside with this gorgeous S-Class on this gorgeous day, the Mercedes-Benz 2021 S580. We're gonna take this baby for a little ride today, see if it's comfortable, see if it's worth the money, see if you guys like it, see if I like it. I've driven many of them, but not everyone's have seen how they ride, what they feel like inside. So let's see what it's all about. All right, what we noticed that we've done a lot of S-Class reviews before, never any outside like this, which is nice. Like all the other S-Classes, we love the front ends, the grills are always spectacles, whether they're Maybachs, whether they're not. All this beautiful chrome on the outside, and the digital headlights are beautiful, man. These stand out even when you're outside. The beautiful lights, the LEDs that go all through the front of that. Anyway, let's take a quick walk around in this car. I got this nice offset black and silver wheels here, which are really sharp, 20-inch, beautiful wheel. This is not equipped with an AMG package per se, but it does have a whole bunch of other packages, which are really nice. Some of the better rear seat, passenger seating, interior packages, and all those things. So since we're gonna drive it, we're gonna spend too much time walking around the car today. Still has your beautiful door handles that extend out when you go to grab them, which is really cool. Now, like I said before, being long wheelbase, look at the size of this rear door in comparison to the front. Like it's so much bigger. You open this thing up, man, it's like getting into a limousine, right? Beautiful. Look at how nice the interior pops with this. It's Mojave Silver, I know is the exterior name. Like I said, it's got the upgraded rear seating package, so it has the full extendable footrest. It has the heated and cooled seats. It has all those fancy bells and whistles. We're gonna hop in and drive that today, see what it's all about. You got your soft close vacuum doors, staple to all Mercedes S-Classes. You got the big automatic opening trunk, tons of space. Like, look at how big this thing is, man. You can't even reach the back of the seats right there unless you really climb in there, which is a ton of practical space to put things. Automatic closing trunk, like we said. Now let's, more importantly, hop into this car and take it for a drive today. See how it feels on the street and see what we like and we don't like. All right. So first impressions when you hop into this thing is, it's nothing less than spectacular when it comes to luxury-wise, but this one, built with all the different packages that it has some of the upgrades that you don't find in the other S-Classes, the newer ones. Again, the 3D clustered dash, which is a really neat feeling feature. It gives you like a projection of what you're seeing on the map versus just a flat screen, like a 2D screen. Like right now you can see on the nav, you don't see that as much. You can change that around, go to 3D, 2D, at a touch of a button. I love the Burmester high end. This is the upgraded sound system versus the standard Burmester that comes with the premium package. It has these little tweeters, I guess. They come out and they rotate and close back. When you turn the car off, you'll see it rotates back in. It's just like one of those cool features that's just so not necessary, but is still really cool. This has the upgraded rear wheel steering at the higher degree. So when you are turning, probably one of the strangest features about driving these cars, when you're turning these things at slow speeds, this car is so long, but it turns so sharp. The scariest thing that I've done so far is we have a lot of tight spaces in our dealership that you're turning this thing around, tight walls and pillars. With the rear wheel steering moving as well and making your cornering that much more aggressive, it actually sucks you into the wall faster than you would be used to, right? So when you start to move, you have to take full accountability, get used to how it feels to drive it differently like that, of having it pull you towards, like, say, your garage wall or something else. But so smooth. That's the number one thing about these things, is they just feels like driving a cloud. But you can also hear the motor sounds pretty good, and this car is a quick car being as large as it is, which is really good. We'll give it a good rip in a second here when we get a little more space. But there are some things that I think that would take some getting used to, other than talking about the four-wheel steering from a drivability standpoint. But to navigate through the system of, you know, the AC, where that's at, it can be a little overwhelming to figure out, because if I'm just driving here, I'm focused on where we're going. You're used to a normal car. If there's a knob, it can turn the AC up or down. This one's kind of like decoding a spaceship. I still don't really know what's going on here, so I'm kind of winging it as we go. You have all the different drive modes, the eco modes, the better fuel economy modes. Again, being the S-Class, still has a big V8 turbocharged motor. This thing is fast. So like if we bury it, this thing still pulls, well, like really hard. You fly up past 100 in no time in this car. Like, man, You have your Alcantara roof liner. We talk about all these things when you're in the car, when it's just sitting in our showroom, but when you're driving it, you still do notice them. You feel the class. The cooled seats and heated seats is nice. It's getting hot. I'm gonna throw those on. Just a nice feeling car. Really stable, really responsive still for driving. Like it doesn't feel like the biggest sedan in their lineup. It feels like a fast, you know, nimble, yet still very relaxing cars at the same time. So we're really liking the drive so far. I'm loving it. I think I could really get used to this. And now that it's a couple years older than brand new, they're actually becoming quite affordable. Like the turning radius is insane on this car. Like I just did a U-turn on a 2-lane road with no trouble at all. You know, I've been in much smaller cars, coupes, SUVs, that don't have any of the turnability like this thing does. So again, super nimble. If you're worried about driving this thing in the city or, you know, being a practical car to get through small spaces, I mean, don't worry about it at all. It's really easy to drive. Nice feeling car. Well, maybe we'll just try giving this a little bit of a dig and see how it feels if you had to get up and going quick. So we'll come to a full stop here and then we'll just give it a hoot. See how quick we can get to 100. 40, 60, wow. 100. Look, we just knocked the lens off the camera right there. All right, so we just pulled back in from our drive so we can actually pay attention to taking a little bit closer look at some of the details here and how cool this thing's, you know, technology is. I'm gonna try to grab the camera from you and I'm gonna show you what I can see here. The 3D dash on this thing, like you can see the background of this, of the actual stuff is always like, you can see off into the distance of the actual screen, which is just phenomenal. Like it gives you a totally different perspective of when you're driving. You can pull up it's just a quick functionality button. This is what we're talking about, this 3D driver display. So you can turn that on and off if you like it or if you don't like it, because again, it is kind of neat. This thing has cameras that watch the driver attention control so they can see if you're, you know, fatiguing or things like that. When you move around, the actual screen moves around as your head moves. So it can pick up what your eyes are and what you're looking at. These are the features that we could feel when we're driving. Again, the lane, I've been in cars where lane keep assist or steering's pretty overpowering, but this one was actually pretty nice. Big, huge navigation screen. I love the backup cameras on these are gorgeous. You have an availability to kind of go to a 3D view, which is really neat. You can actually do that. You can scan the actual vehicle. You can see our building that we're sitting there. We can see another S-Class. When you're sitting and you can get to these screens, you can kind of learn where they are. When you're driving, it'd be pretty confusing to figure this out quickly, but like I love just main ones you're going to be using is this for your AC and your other stuff, but there's your massage. You can just add your massage type you want, wave, deep workout. I guess if you're feeling lazy, you don't want to go to the gym that day, you can just do this and get a massage instead. A lot of really neat things, ambient lighting that everyone loves. And yeah, this is just really polished, clean feeling, fun, and also classy at the same time. Again, I showed you this car rips. Like we're in a very short span of where we are right now. Like if I can almost 3-point turn this car and we're no longer a distance between a single road here. Like if you want to do an easy 3-point turn, it's so simple to do. Like I can't explain how well this car turns for being so long. So anyway, I thought we'd give this a drive and give you guys a perspective of what it feels like to drive this thing. Of course, we didn't really pay too much attention to the back because we have been in the back of the Maybachs and other things. And you've got a lot of room, a lot of leg room. You got your foot rests, all that stuff. Your power rear privacy shades there for the sun, which is cool. Your signature Mercedes pillows to keep you comfortable. And I don't really know what else you want in the vehicle. So we'll wrap it at that. And thanks for watching our videos. I appreciate it. And hopefully if you're liking these, you can like and subscribe or drop a comment. Let us know what you think. Appreciate it.